I am back. I am slightly more prepared. I have an additional label ready for radishes. And I'm ready to keep going on this. Jelly. Sorry, my goat, little jelly roll, is playing between my feet right now. I don't even know what time it is, but he must think that it is close to a bottle time. Alrighty. Almost there. Now, I still have some leftover seeds. I feel like this is enough. You did not sprout. I do not want you. There. Just gently cover again. Tuck them in for bed. This peat moss is so light that even if some of them are a little bit deeper, they'll be totally fine. I'm assuming anyway. Okay. Stay. Thyme. I have a special plan for thyme. So I just have this whole dish kind of filled up a little bit with dirt and then the rest with peat moss. And I'm thinking, again, we're kind of doing some chaos planting here. There's no dang seeds here. I'm a little special, so we're not gonna have any thyme. There were no seeds there. I was just special when I was doing that. So we are gonna hold off on you right now. They're all kind of greens now, so we're getting to the end, but it's still a lot of individual seeds. So let's try the broccoli raw, see what we have going on here. Okay, we have a fair amount here. So let's count it. $17, so what do we want to do? I guess we'll use this, because I'm probably going to use this. I want this for like all my lettuce. And I think I want this for the Swiss chard. So broccoli rabe will go in here. How does that sound? That sounds pretty good to me. Move you over. Yeah, you sprouted. So we'll put you here. I'm going to redo a couple of holes. Alrighty. Here. Here. Oh, one of my pigs are snorting in the background. Okay, and one more. Where's the best one? You're pretty good, so let's go with just pat it all up. There we go. Yeah, we'll kind of put you off to the side here, because that was an interesting plant. Swiss chard I want to put in here, because these are bigger seeds. So let's see if anything's happened. Nope. But hey, we'll just do, no, we'll put these in with the turnips, huh? So let me bring the turnips around. There we go. I'm just gonna pick 8 randoms and I'll double them up since none of them started to sprout. And then we'll just see what happens, huh? Lap it covered with a little bit of the moss. All right, I kind of break you up a little bit. I don't want any big clumps. Swiss chard right here. Now, we might as well get the lettuce out of the way. Because I have a heck of a lot of lettuce here. And there's probably, I think, 4 or 5 different variations of lettuce in here, maybe more than that. Ooh, and we have some good sprouts. So. One. These lettuce seeds are so fragile, I'm trying to be as careful as possible. And I actually brought over some loose peat moss to top these off with, because they don't need to be covered by it with a whole lot. But we're just going to fill up this tray with miscellaneous lettuce seedlings. Y'all hear the chickies in the background? They are super sweet. And we just started our incubators again. We just started one of them with some duck eggs. Then we'll give it a few days. We'll fill that one up with chicken eggs the rest of the way. That way we're not wasting incubator space. And we're gonna do the same thing with the second incubator here in a couple of days. We'll fill that up with ducks, wait a week, and then fill them up with chicken. That way we are not wasting incubator space and we have a solid hatching time period. It's a lot easier to manage than having all these babies hatching on the same day. If you stagger it a little bit, they're much easier to manage. There we go. Yeah, we have some iceberg lettuce, romaine, butter crunch, red crimson. Oh, we've got lots of lettuces here. Did you have a sprout on you? No, you did not. Why did I grab them without a sprout? I have limited space. Little seedlings. There we go. There we go. Let's get some of these darker sprouts too, because those might be the red crimson. And we love salads, lettuce. We make some incredible Caesar dressing from scratch here. So more lettuce. More lettuce is not going to hurt anybody's feelings. But we also don't want to go too big, too quick. So that we are trying to get the hang of this. We're figuring out our animals, and those are going pretty well. So we want to try to do this so that we can be as self-sufficient as possible. But we've not been able to figure out our vegetables. And I might just put the lettuce to the side, and if I have any room, or any ideas for when I finish up the rest of the seeds, I might come back and fill up any gaps with lettuce. So I'm just gonna close you up for now, put you here, and then off to the side. Now let's take a little bit of this moss. Just a light covering is all we really need for these. Like you're seasoning a good cut of fish, a good fish fillet. You don't need a whole lot of seasoning on fish. As you get a good cut, the flavor of the fish will speak for itself. Just want a nice light sprinkle over these guys. Just enough to cover the seed. And I could be full of crap and be completely wrong, and I'd have no idea. Well, for now I have no idea. Right now, I'm just following my gut. My gut says to cover the lettuce like I'd season a fish. Okay. Now let's adjust this camera and see what's next. Endive and arugula. So let's see what arugula we've got going here. Oh, this arugula has done really well. So we're gonna bring over a tray and get some arugula going. Okay. Come on, get off my nail. Get off of me. Ah. I swear these seeds are being as needy as as touchy as my husband. Did it go in? I don't know. We'll throw another one right there just in case. I think these are the worst ones so far. With how sticky they are, I'm not even going to try to cover them and tuck them in. I'm just going to dust them. Yeah, that feels like a lot easier. Oy vey. These are by far the worst seeds yet. Oy, get off of me. There. Push you over a little bit. Get another one right there. Ah! You know what? Use the stick. The stick can stay with you. You can have the stick, see? But you love arugula here, so. Get off. Ugh. There. Jelly roll. Jelly roll. Not food. Well, I said I wanted a chaos plant. I just didn't think this is what that would look like. There. Now, if I never have to plant arugula seeds again, it would still be too soon. Hi, Jelly Roll. There we go. I was not a fan of that. Please, endive, be better. Be better, endive. Please be nicer to me than arugula was. There are not many of you, so, yeah, let's bring you, and we'll just do a couple of endives up here. One. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Since there were not a whole lot of those sprouts. And they were kind of sticky as well, so just right over the top of you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You over here, bring you up here. Okay, so bok choy. I mean, I'm definitely gonna need some more space, but we'll make it work. Let's do bok choy first. Because again, we love Chinese food here, and both my father and I have some woks. So we're gonna use a tray here, and if I need to wrap something around it, then I will, but. One, 2, and wrap something around it. I meant like a string or something. If I end up using only half of this for the bok choy seeds, then I can still use the other half. There we go. But we are cooking with fire here. Might be a little too close together for the seeds, but I just want them a few inches tall before they go outside. And if I use the whole tray, awesome. If I don't, cool. But we love our greens here. I'm hoping to get between 25 and 30 of these planted here. I may have dropped that one in the wrong spot, so we're just gonna redo with that hole. I might be able to get 30 all done. There we go. I don't know, it's gonna be close, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm only gonna be able to get 25 here, I think, but that's fine. That is fine and dandy. Well, maybe not. I might be able to stagger. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Let's call that 27 just to be safe. And we're gonna just tuck them in. Yeah, just tuck y'all in nice and loosely. Give a nice little pat pat. There we go. All right, we're gonna throw this right in there. Put the bok choy right up here next to you guys. Y'all can hang out with them. Now the matcha corn salad. Not many of those, so we're only gonna do a couple of these. Let's use this. Yeah, let's use this for the matcha corn. And we're only gonna put 2. We're only gonna make 4 of them because none of these sprouted. Push those in. Lightly cover, lightly cover. There. And then we've got 3 left. It's okay, Jello. Let's try the cold press first. Okay. And those are real things. We don't have a whole lot of these either that sprouted. Those are spinach. All right, we have a few cabbages. We'll put cabbage right here. Put 2 into these. That way they're easy to separate when we go thin. So we're just going to pat these right on top. Keep this over to the, these guys a little bit more room. J-Roll! There you are, baby. And spinach. We'll put some spinach here, and I'm actually gonna go grab some string and I'll be right back. All right, I've got my party string, and however much of the spinach it'll take up, I'll just wrap this around it so we have a good line and I can use the rest of the space for more lettuce. That is what we will do here. And anemia runs rampant here in our family, so I'm just gonna plant all of the spinach and hope that some of these sprout. You know, we're gonna do the hope and pray thing here with these seeds. Jelly Roll, are you scaring the babies? Yes, I know I am. Okay. There, spinach. There we go. And tuck those right underneath. Actually, I suppose I can cut off the excess here. And now, let's fill up the rest of the gap with some lettuce. Because again, you can never have too much lettuce. I think I can get 10 more here, 2 rows of 5. There we go. Just nice and light over the top. Then we're going to tuck in the spinach. There we go. Tap, tap. Now let's organize all this so it's easy to spray and water, which we're going to have to keep doing. I need another lettuce here. There we go. Let's bring this bok choy over. Okay, so we have another grow light set up right here behind the camera. So I'm going to utilize both of them. We have it, so we might as well. So you guys can see a little bit of what I'm doing here. I'm working over here real quick. We're gonna double these up, right? Like, I'll show y'all in a second. So I know you can't see anything. So, trays. So the broccoli rabe right here. So we have our nice trays right here, and we're just gonna organize these individual seed pots real quick. So, everything lays a little bit better. I need to sweep in here later anyway, so we put you here. I want everything as centered as possible. Hey! Jenny, hold! We're back to our regularly scheduled program. Anyway, we're just getting all this here so that these plants are as centered in the light as possible. There. Bring this over, bring that there. Okay. Yeah, let's spritz them with water and call it a day. I'll clean up and stay tuned. See if this works.